What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joshie. Shout out to the YouTube community. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm recording this video on June 12th, 2023. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channels. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm chilling here in my studio, aka the Break Free Room. And this is the topic I did not want to address because I think this topic's been beat to death. But I think with that being said, there's a perspective that hasn't been broached when it comes to this topic because there's been so many debates about it, and it's always been centered around the booking of it, right? You see the headlines, you see these clout chasers on Twitter trying to get likes and retweets by saying, Cody Rhodes not win the title at WrestleMania 39 is the all-time drop of the bag, fumble decision, worst booking decision of all time, yada, yada, yada. And this is a polarizing topic, and I can in some ways appreciate both sides of the argument. I, for one, our previous preview for that particular WrestleMania, I had predicted Cody Rhodes to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but my point of view is going to be very different. So I know I'm going to get some flack. I'm going to get some insults. I'm going to be called a shill. I'm going to be called a Roman mark. I'm going to get all of it. I know that beforehand before I even answer this question myself. But I'm curious to see from the peanut gallery. Should Cody Rhodes have defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39? And while you guys do these debates in the comment section, I want you to challenge yourself by having the conversation without having to talk about booking. Because that's the point where I'm coming from with this topic in this video. I know it's difficult, right? Oh, you have a wrestling YouTube channel and you can have a conversation without booking, without pretending to act like you're the expert of booking and creative? Oh, wow. How is it possible to do content without talking about booking? I know there's a lot of YouTube content creators that live and die by booking taste because that gets the clicks and stuff like that. And they'll tell you, people are accepting mediocrity and don't have standards. And, I have to critique because I get paid for it. I get paid to give out my opinions and don't fall for the cap, folks. When people say that, I'm getting paid to give out my opinions, they're doing that because the basis of their arguments are rooted in what gets them clicks. Me and you are going to have a nuanced conversation. I'm going to speak for myself. You can agree or disagree with what I have to say, and we can keep it like that. How you doing? Keep it moving, like Pat McAfee says, right? And I want to have this conversation without trying to act like we're the smartest people in the room or act like we're experts on booking. Can we have disagreements one way or another? Sure. But I think we're all doing ourselves a disservice and our IQs a disservice by continuing to go back and forth on the basis of the booking decision of Roman Reigns defeating Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39. The reason I don't believe Cody Rhodes had to defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania was because of the fact that, for me, Roman Reigns' title reign, for me, did not have to end at that WrestleMania. There's a saying, what's not broken does not need to be fixed. I know there's a lot of wrestling fans out there that may be tired or feel that this title reign's become stale or their ADD mindset's getting in the way of appreciating the greatness that we're getting out of this Roman Reigns run. And there's some wrestling fans that no matter what Roman Reigns does in his career, whether he turns heel, whether he's the bad guy champion, no matter what he does, people are still going to look at him through the lens of Roman Reigns back in 2015 or whatever the comments CM Punk made on the podcast with Colt Cabana. It doesn't matter what Roman Reigns does. People are just going to move the goalposts and say, it's time to move on. It's this, is that. There's always that yeah, but when it comes to Roman Reigns. And I'm the only one here to call it out on it, because you could try to blame Vince McMahon, you could try to blame Bruce Pritchard, you could try to blame Triple H, you could try to blame Endeavor, you could try to blame anybody you want. Hell, you could even go out your way and say, oh, Roman politicked himself to win the title, to retain the title at WrestleMania. We can do this dog and pony dance until the cows come home. At the end of the day, you are unwilling to acknowledge Roman Reigns and the title reign that he's having. Why is it that WrestleMania 39 had to be the time that Roman Reigns had to lose the Universal Championship? Let's go back a minute. Let's go back to the Raw before WrestleMania, because this could tie into a point that I want to bring up here. There's been a lot of scuttlebutt about this topic because Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes have been in a feud with each other. Roman Reigns has shifted his focus to drama with his cousins. People are saying that Roman could have still done all this stuff with the Usos without the championship. Oh, the Brock and Cody feud would be more interesting with the championship on the line, etc., etc. And I just look at the conversation that it is, and the fact that it's June 12th, it's been 2 months and 10 days, and people are still talking about this decision at WrestleMania as if this happened yesterday, gives even more further proof as to why Roman Reigns should have retained the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. Why? Because knowing the fickle universe that is the WWE fans out there in the pro wrestling realm, let's say Cody had defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And then what? I guarantee you 2 or 3 months into his title reign, still as a babyface, the fans would start turning on him. I've seen it happen a gazillion times. You want an example, since this is a popular name that's out there and a trendy topic? Drew McIntyre. Oh, Drew had to defeat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Oh, Drew is going to be the champion. Okay, Drew gets the title, has a fantastic run in the COVID era of WWE. The moment we start getting the crowds back, Drew McIntyre is being shoved down my throat. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of Drew McIntyre. I'm done with Drew McIntyre this. Oh, this is stupid. Why aren't we giving Lashley and other people opportunities? Wrestling fans, WWE fans, whatever you want to call it, are fickle as shit. And the same thing would happen with Cody Rhodes. Now, my point of view is not coming from this rumor that came from Dave Meltzer at the WrestleMania, because there's always a reason from Dave Meltzer's point of view why things happen, because everything Dave says is the gospel, right? Dave is never wrong. The folks at WrestleMania are never wrong with their reporting, right? So the talking point for these talking heads, and I'm using that term loosely because we lose IQ points every time we hear from Dave Meltzer or Brian Alvarez speak. The reason why Cody did not win the title at WrestleMania is that folks behind the scene at WWE felt that, Cody needed to go through adversity and build up credibility with the audience in order to come off believable as a world champion. I'm not saying that Cody needed to go through adversity. When Roman Reigns defeated Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, I was shocked. It caught me off. It caught me by surprise. Here I am, a guy who covers the industry in depth, spend almost 60 to 70 hours a week on the industry, and I can point out when things are predictable or you can see things coming from a mile away. But even then, when I saw Roman Reigns beat Cody Rhodes, it showed me something, and it's a very important life lesson. Like, just when you think things are supposed to happen one way, something else happens, and it gives you clarity on what is, what isn't. And it really just struck me like, wow, here I am. I bought into it. I bought into the story. Oh, now's the time. Now's the time for Cody to become the man. He's going to be the new John Cena, right? He's going to be the man. He's going to be the champion. And I forgot to appreciate the greatness that we're getting from Roman Reigns. This is a title reign that hasn't been done in years in an ADD culture with a quick attention span audience, always demanding new things and always feel like they need to apply Windex to characters and feel like characters need to change every other moment of the day. And here's the deal for me, like, whether Cody won the title or not had no bearing on me. I like the guy. I'm a fan. I think he's done some great stuff. I was critical of the stuff that he did in AEW. I thought that shit was trash. But I was proven wrong. When it came to WWE, I finally got what the American Nightmare shtick was, right? And everything Cody has done since he came to WWE, he's had some good business behind it. Even to the fact, even when he lost, it works in ways. Because look at what Cody told Roman Reigns on the Raw before that WrestleMania. Hey, the Usos are going to leave you. Solo, one way or another, eventually will leave you. And the point that nobody seems to bring up, they just forgot about it. Oh, the wise man will go back to being an advocate. Isn't it a coincidence that Brock Lesnar attacks Cody Rhodes on the same night that Cody was trying to get a rematch with Roman Reigns? Isn't it a coincidence that Paul Heyman still shows up at Monday Night Raw? Even he had to cut a promo the moment after Brock attacked Cody in the backstage area, and Heyman's like, "Oh, I had nothing to do with that." You mean to tell me that we're supposed to trust Paul Heyman, that he's not an advocate again? To say that Brock is feuding with Cody because it validates Dave Meltzer's opinion. Oh, they're trying to make Cody earn it, and he has to go through adversity. Bullshit. That's bullshit. The truth is, Brock Lesnar is a roadblock, and Paul Heyman is going to try to do everything in his power to keep Cody Rhodes away from Roman Reigns. If you can't see that, if you need a dirt sheet to clarify that for you, I don't think you're really paying attention to the product as you claim to be. Even for me, who's not into with the rumors or what's being said backstage, I could give two shits about it. I watch the product. You know what my sources are? My left and my right eye. That's all I need. I don't need Meltzer or Mike Johnson or whoever to tell me what's going on. I can watch the product. I can see it for myself. So Brock Lesnar is a roadblock for Cody Rhodes. Paul Heyman is going to do everything he can to make sure that Cody Rhodes stays away from Roman Reigns as long as Roman Reigns is still the Universal Champion. Speaking of Paul Heyman, I want to play a clip here from his interview with Ariel Helwani on the same night that Cody Rhodes got attacked by Brock Lesnar on that Monday Night Raw. Let's play a little bit about this because this addresses the topic that everybody seems to argue about. Oh, what would it have been like if Cody Rhodes would have won the championship? And was it the right decision or not? Let's check out this video. This comes from BT Sports Studios. I want to give credit where credit's due. And let's play a little bit of this interview here.
People were surprised. People were shocked by the finish. In the long run of great matches that he's had, where would you rank that one? That was an incredible match, and the ending to me was great because it was unpredictable, right? Didn't see it coming. Where would you rank it?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to digest it yet. I like the fact that everyone walks in now thinking this is the last title defense. You know, and I experienced this before with something I had a hand in ending, which was the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. And every year you sat there and you said, oh, no, this is it. And during the match, the audience is actually anticipating and salivating for this to be the moment that they get to witness the historical 3 count on the Undertaker to which the streak would finally end. And then, of course, when Undertaker would defend the streak, they'd sit there, oh yeah, I don't want to see this end. I can't wait to the next chapter. And then it finally ended. And, you know, the audience was shocked because They thought they would see it. They thought they would see it. They thought they would. No, they didn't get to see it. And this was year after year after year. And then they finally got to see it. And I think that's the same thing with Roman Reigns' title defenses now. You hope this is the one. You think this is the one. You're sure this is the one. You watch the match happening and you go, you know this is the one. And then it turns out not to be the one. Oh, man. I can't wait to see the next chapter. And the response tonight to Cody Rhodes, which was louder than the response last week to Cody Rhodes, which was a response more passionate tonight for Cody Rhodes, which was a response of an audience that believes in Cody Rhodes this week more than they did last week when they hung their hopes and their dreams on him. And he didn't disappoint them. We disappointed them. We took that away from Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns took that away from Cody Rhodes and the audience, and they blame Roman Reigns for it, and they appreciate how close Cody came, and they know now, they know the next time Cody Rhodes steps in the ring with Roman Reigns, this will be the one. That's the business. That's the business at its very best. That's promotion at its very best. That's storytelling at its very best. That's what you want. You want the challenger to come out a bigger star than he would have been if he had won the championship, because then where do you go from there? What's the story to tell? Now you know the story. It's Cody's redemption. He's coming back from what was just taken from him, from the defeat that he suffered that he didn't deserve to have inflicted upon him.
What do you say to people who say last night was too perfect? Should have pulled the trigger last night. That was the one. Maybe Cardiff wasn't the one. Maybe Montreal wasn't the one. But this was the one.
We'll be hearing this all summer long, won't we? It's perfect. The stars are aligned. Here it is. It has to happen now. But we've been hearing this the whole time. I was hearing this 2 years ago. I heard it last summer at SummerSlam with Brock. I heard it at the Royal Rumble with Kevin Owens. I certainly heard it in Montreal with Sammy. Did hear it in Cardiff as well with Drew McIntyre. And I heard it 2 SummerSlams ago with John Cena. Oh, this is where John Cena gets number 17. Oh, wouldn't it be perfect if he beats Roman Reigns for it? Oh my God, this is it. John Cena becomes the most decorated heavyweight champion of all time. Perfect. Everything's in line for it. Of course it's in line for it. That's how you make a challenger. If the challenger's like, I guess this would be okay. Well, nobody's going to buy that. Oh, this is it. It's perfect. It has to happen now. That's the promotional business.
What else needs to be said? As I've been talking for the last 15 minutes, Paul Heyman right there in that interview with Ariel Helwani just illustrated the point that I've been making this entire video. They're in the promotion business. They're not in the, I need to satisfy 10% of our audience who has YouTube channels and podcasts and feel like they're God's gift of booking and they have all the answers of what's right and wrong in professional wrestling. What's not broke does not need to be fixed. We're in the midst of one of the best world title reigns in the history of professional wrestling in the last 20 to 30 years. But, Roman has to lose the title now. Cody's momentum's going to be ruined. So, see, I told you, Vince McMahon did not want the AEW guy to beat, Vince McMahon's favorite wrestler. Or these snarky comments that we hear all the time. I'm sick of Roman being a part-time champion. That. You know why Roman Reigns is in the position he is? Why he's the top guy? Why he's in the position that he's in? Because he's an attraction. A concept that's not employed in all professional wrestling. We're in the midst of a week here where CM Punk is about to begin his second stint in AEW. And I know this is a little bit of off topic here, but there's also tying with this as well. Today, Roman Reigns passed CM Punk's 435-day reign as WWE Champion. 434. Now Roman Reigns is 435. There's a tie in there. CM Punk is about to start his second stint with AEW. And AEW has CM Punk presented as the Taj Mahal, right? He's the biggest get that promotion has ever had, right? Look at what CM Punk did. He had 2 world title reigns, never see the light of the day due to injury and self-destruction. And also the fact that CM Punk in a lot of ways was overexposed in the initial stage when he came back to professional wrestling. CM Punk, knowing where he is at the stage of his career and his age, should be used how Roman Reigns is being used in WWE. But nobody wants to have that conversation, right? I'm just a shill. I'm just this. I'm just that. The proof's in the pudding. You want to throw out CM Punk on Collision every single week with 650,000 viewers, whatever it's going to be on Saturday nights. And, let's give him the championship. Let's have Punk be the face of the company again. We saw how that worked out, right? Here we are. It brings back everything to full circle, right? CM Punk says, the company wants him to make Roman Reigns look strong. Fans start rejecting the guy because of that reason and shit on the guy for 5 to 6 years, whatever it was. Roman Reigns comes back as a heel. Everybody starts loving the guy. Yada, yada, yada. It comes with the fickle fans. Roman Reigns has to lose the title now. Move the goalposts, move the goalposts, move the goalposts as days go by. What's not broke does not need to be fixed. Roman Reigns' title reign that we're in the midst of right now is not broken. You just choose not to admit it. And as far as Cody Rhodes is concerned, Cody Rhodes is Teflon right now. The guy's killing it. Even off a loss at WrestleMania. So you tell me that what happened at WrestleMania is an all-time worst booking decision? I just tell you to stop insulting my intelligence and acting as if you know more than other people who do this for a living. All these people going after Mick Foley and people that in the industry that have different opinions about the decision. Here's a question for you, smart asses. What would Dusty Rhodes have done if he was the booker? Since everybody loves to talk about booking, right? What would be Dusty Rhodes' decision for this match with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns? You answer that in the comment section down below. I'd love to see you guys' responses. Thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, by the way, at The Who's Podcast. Like this video, subscribe to the channel as we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Remember, folks, be the authentic product that is yourself. And remember, nobody dictates the pace of your life but yourself and the man upstairs. Should Cody Rhodes have defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39? I say no. What say you? We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.